What is going on, guys? I am back with part 4 for this tutorial on how to build a suburban house. Here in this video, we're going to be doing the interior layout of the house. So I went ahead and gathered up some of the blocks we're going to be starting out with. So I have some dark oak wood planks, pillar quartz blocks, chiseled quartz blocks, white concrete, and cyan concrete. So since this is an older build, I am going to be completely updating the interior, but I'm going to be freestyling it. So let's just go ahead. Our main blocks that we're going to be using for the walls for like the main part of the house is going to be the white concrete and the chiseled quartz blocks. We're going to have a bathroom over here. And originally I had a divider, like a wall going right here, kind of as like a front hallway, but it made the house feel a lot smaller. So what I'm going to do is just completely leave all of this open. And then obviously we have our garage over here. I had this as the dining room before, but since we are going to completely leave all of this open, we should have more space to have the dining room somewhere else, since that was a really small space. So yeah, I guess what I'll do first is I'll start with the white concrete and we'll start shaping out where we're going to have the walls. So we have this wall where the bathroom is going to be. We'll head on over here near the front door and we'll just go, let's see, our floors are going to be on this layer. So we can start on this layer right here. We don't need to fill that in because that's going to be filled in with our floors. There'll be no point. So start on this layer here. We'll bring the white concrete over straight from one side to the other. And then we'll carve out a doorway here for when we actually start doing the bathroom. Let's wrap this around, and then we'll just fill it in like that. We won't worry about the corner. Unless you think it looks better with the corner filled in, it's up to you. Which actually, should we leave the corner or not? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and leave the corner filled in. I think it'll look a little bit better. So we'll do this, wrap it around over here. And then we're just going to bring it straight across, skip right over the garage wall. Okay, and then here, we are not going to be filling in the corner. So we're just going to fill this in, then start right here, and wrap it around, back to where we started. Let's delete that last block that we just placed because we are going to have our door frame here. So let's just take a look at what we just did. So I'm thinking, in order to shape this out a little bit better, I think we should fill in the corner. It looks more rounded off. So yeah, I think that's originally what I did anyway. I think that looks a lot better. So this is like this little space near the garage. And then it just wraps all around. Those corners are filled in as well. Okay. So that's all looking pretty good. Not too difficult. Now, all of this, yeah, we're going to have this as like the kitchen and dining room. So that means we're going to have like dark oak wood floors, and some space is going to be probably our pillar quartz blocks. So we can't really mark that out quite just yet. Let's head on into the bathroom area. Let's grab our cyan concrete on the same layer that we just placed that white concrete. We're going to place a layer of the cyan, just filling in this room here. So we'll leave it like that for now. We just have it marked out, looking good. Over here where the garage is, this is going to be stepped, like we're going to have some steps down onto the main level. So let's grab our white concrete again. We'll look at the garage door. And this is all going to be filled in. So we'll just wrap it around to mark it out once again. Stop it right here. That's kind of like right on the edge of that wall. And let's see, we'll leave this open for now because we got to see how we have to do that wall. Let's fill these 3 spaces in. And we have that marked out so far. I guess what we'll do, we'll go ahead and fill this in because the walls are going to be different in here. So yeah, go ahead, fill that in. Okay, now let's switch to our chiseled quartz blocks and we'll start adding all the different layers to our walls, starting with the bathroom. So just one layer, just like a strip of the chiseled quartz right on top of the cyan for the start. Oh, whoops, don't cover up the window. Alright, and then I want to also have chiseled quartz on top of this white concrete that we placed for the main part of the house. And the only room we're not going to have the chiseled quartz is the garage, because the garage, might look a little bit weird with the chiseled quartz. We'll just leave it all white concrete. It should be all good. Unless you want chiseled quartz in there, like a little extra texture on the wall for the garage. It's up to you, but I'm not going to do it. All of that is marked out. So for the floors here in the bathroom, we'll go ahead. You could either have like a little pattern between the pillar quartz blocks, or we'll just make it simple and have the chiseled quartz blocks. And we want it on the same layer as this white concrete right underneath our cyan concrete. So we'll just fill all of this in here. So it's like one block higher than the grass level, than the ground right here. So now the floors for the bathroom are all filled in. That's looking good. Just to mark it out for now, let's just grab our dark oak wood planks. We'll go right on the edge of our doorway here where the back door is, and we'll bring this from the back up to the front. So this is dividing the living room floors and the kitchen floors. Now keep in mind, this is just a little marker for now. We might make adjustments to the floors later on. For example, we might just shift over this wood like an extra block if we need more space for the kitchen. But I think this should be a pretty good spot. This is most likely where it's going to stay, but you never know. So I'm just going to fill all of this in. And yeah, and then I guess after we do this, fill in all these floors, we'll continue bringing up the rest of the walls, and then we'll start marking out our doorways. Okay, I just about got all these floors filled in. So I'll go up above. We could take a look at what we just filled in. So kind of just like half of this main area. Alright, so now, like I said, this is all still going to be open. I want it like an open floor plan because this house really isn't the biggest house. So I don't want to start cutting off all the walls to make it look even smaller. So we want to try to get as much space out of it as possible. So for the floors here, let's just grab our pillar quartz blocks and we'll place one in a specific direction like this on every other space. And then we'll turn in the other direction and fill in those empty spaces. So we're doing a little crisscross pattern with the pillar quartz blocks, basically like how we normally would do it. Okay, so I guess what I'll do is just fill all of this in, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after I get it all filled in. Just finishing up now, and there we go. So now all of this will be our kitchen and dining room area. So let's go ahead and finish filling in the rest of our walls. So we have the bathroom here. I'll switch to the cyan concrete, and I'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra layers of cyan. This is the top of our wall. This is our ceiling. Okay. So that means let's cut this down one extra block. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our ceiling will be right here. And then our floor. And then yeah, that will be good. So just 4 layers on top of this chiseled quartz with the cyan concrete. And then we're also going to be doing the same thing with the white concrete for the main part of the house. Okay, I brought up all of the walls for the bathroom here, looking good. And you know what, I'm kind of stuck in here now, so let's go ahead and carve out our door. We'll carve out 2 spaces right in the middle. Let's also carve out that white concrete right there. And then we'll bring it up an extra 3 spaces, like that. Delete that. And then here we'll have it half wood and half quartz. And now let's actually carve out another layer on each side, because we have to have our door frame. And I guess we'll fill this in as well, so it makes it easier for us to place the door frame. So I actually almost forgot. Let me grab some stone buttons, and we'll just flip that around. Okay, so we have our pillar quartz block. Let's just fill in 3 spaces on each side. And then we have to double it up since we have different walls for each room. And then on this fourth block is going to be the corner. So you could just have it like as the inside of the block. And then we'll cover up those corners with a stone button. Okay, and that looks pretty good. So now it's just 3 blocks in height. Let's switch back to our white concrete. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and mark out our doorway here for the entrance first. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. The 5th block is going to be the corner, then 2 sideways blocks, and then stone buttons. Alright, and we are going to have another door leading into our garage here, so we'll go ahead and mark that out as well. So let's leave 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right, and then we'll carve out 4 right here. And let's see, should we just, yeah, I guess we'll mark it out now. I am going to have a staircase going down. It looks like it's going to be 2 steps down. So you know what, let's just go ahead and leave that open, and then as we work our way into the garage, we'll do the doorway and the staircase going down. So first, with our white concrete, let's just add an extra 4 layers on top of the chiseled quartz all the way around for this main room. Okay, so we have our back door here. What I like to normally do is just add 2 layers of the block that I'm using just right above the door, if it does go in like this one does. So it looks like that. Alright, let's get ready to do the rest of this. Okay, I went around and filled in the rest of the white concrete for our walls here. Looks really good. I really like it actually. I like it a lot more already compared to the original version. A lot more open. I think the colors are better. I think it looks really good. Okay, so this is going to be the level right here for our ceilings. And keep in mind, I'm going to try to do both the first floor and the second floor. All in one video. Normally I split it up into 2 parts, but this house isn't that big. So I'm going to try to squeeze both the first and second floor into one video. And that means I'm also going to try to do all the furnishings in one video as well. So it's going to be like a total of 5 parts for this build. So first, you know what? Let's just go ahead and fill in our ceilings. And yeah, so that means it's going to be right here. We have our floors. Okay. So you can switch to your white concrete. Or actually, since all of the walls in here are white concrete, I like to have the ceilings a different color compared to the walls. So let's just grab this light gray concrete. So, for example, like we have our bathroom here, this is blue, so we're just going to stick with the white. This layer will fill all this in with this ceiling. And then since the walls and the rest of the house are white, I like to have the ceiling as light gray. So let's switch to that. The same layer as that white concrete that we just placed. We're going to have this light gray concrete. So just like 1 block higher than the walls that we just placed. And we'll just fill in this entire room here, and then we'll head on to doing the garage and filling in our floors and our walls in there. There we go. So now all of that is filled in. We'll have this staircase leading up to the second floor. I originally had it right here actually, so maybe we could find a better spot for it. Since this is the rebuild, what if we had the staircase up to the second floor right here, and then turning in that direction, and then we could shift over this door for the bathroom, like an extra block? We will have the staircase up to the second floor right here, so it'll go up in this direction. We'll go over to the right and work our way up. That'll be a hallway leading to all the bedrooms. Yeah, that'll be really, really good actually. So I'll probably end up shifting over this door 1 block. We might even make this just a 1 block wide doorway, because normally I actually like to make the bathroom doors just 1 block wide, since it is just a bathroom. So we'll see. First, let's head on over to the garage and finish up in here. So I'll switch to my white concrete, and we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's see, we'll have 6, and then this will be the ceiling, that will be floor. So yeah, 6 extra layers of white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll fill all this in. One thing real quick that I like to do for the garage is grab some quartz stairs, and I like to add a little frame on the windows. So let's add 2 quartz stairs there, and then we'll have 2 more here, and 2 more here. And I think that should be good. Can't really have any up top, because that'll be cut off. I'm not sure if I used this space at the original build, actually. No, I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah, I did end up using this space up here, kind of like as an attic type thing, but it was like a bedroom at the original build. And the floors were on this level, which I think actually still looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and leave it like that. And I think what I'm going to actually have this is a bathroom instead of a bedroom, because it was a really small bedroom before. And we can have the bedroom somewhere else since we're going to have a different layout. So this will probably be a bathroom. So yeah, we'll go ahead and leave this 1 block higher. So we're just 1 block higher, like 1 block above our windows here with the white concrete. So we have our first layer, and then we have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 now. So you can also see we have 2 spaces above our garage door here with the white concrete. So we're going to go ahead and fill all this in. And let's see, we have this wall here still. We'll go ahead and skip that space. So let's just fill that in. And the 2 spaces over here. Just about got it all filled in. I think that all looks good. Okay, so now let's switch to our light gray concrete, and 1 block higher than those walls we just placed. Let's fill in our ceiling. Now that is all filled in, let me use my potion. And this right here, I guess we'll go ahead and connect it. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be covered up. Okay, yeah, it is going to be covered up. So let's start marking out our doorway now. We'll have the floors. Should we leave the floors there? Yeah. So let's switch to our pillar quartz blocks. We'll add an extra layer with 4 extra blocks of the pillar quartz right there. And then continue with your pillar quartz, and we'll place 4, or actually, you know what, 3 on each side, right on top of the floors. And then the 4th block is going to be our corner block. And then 2 sideways blocks. We'll cover this up with the stone buttons. And then let's add 2 extra layers of white concrete right above this door. So now the door on this side is all done. Let's do it on the other side now. So we have to bring it all the way down to the main floor level. So let's grab our pillar quartz blocks, and we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side. And then we have the corner block and the 2 sideways blocks. Switch back to your white concrete. Fill in an additional 2 layers of white concrete like that. And then let's switch to some quartz stairs. We'll place 2 here. And then, let's see, we have 2 here. You could either have some slabs, or we could just curve the stairs. Okay, you know what? I think that looks fine. You know what? Let's actually have these slabs. And yeah, I think that looks good. And now let's cover up these corners with these stone buttons. And now let's carve out all of this grass. And we're going to fill it in with the same blocks that we had on the outside for where the driveway and the pathways are. So first, let's carve it all out. And then I guess what I'll do is clear out the inventory. So clear this out, and let's grab... I don't think I used cobblestone. We had andesite, polished andesite, stone bricks, and diorite. And then I had a couple little stone buttons. I believe those are the blocks I used, right? Let me go check. Oh, we also need gravel. And I don't think I used andesite. I did not use regular andesite. I just had polished andesite, stone bricks, diorite, gravel, and then some stone buttons. Let's use our polished andesite first, I guess. And we'll just place them in a couple spaces here and there. Alright, and then stone bricks. And then we have diorite. Let's fill the rest here. Let's fill this in with maybe diorite. Okay, yeah. Now let's fill the rest in with gravel. And then we'll have a few stone buttons in here. I think that's good. Okay. And I think we did everything on the first floor. I think everything's done. So not too difficult, not too much to it. So let's go ahead and start marking out our staircase up to the second floor. Let's clear that. We might have to shift over this doorway a little bit. Okay, so let's shift over this doorway to the left 1 block. So we're going to delete this. And then you could grab your pillar quartz block. And we're going to just shift it over right here. Then we have to have our corner block. And you could, if you want to, just leave it as a 1 block wide doorway like this. It's up to you. I think I'm just going to make it 2 blocks wide since we have the extra space. So I'll just fill that in. So yeah, it's just kind of right up against the wall right here, which is okay. Let's cover up the corners with our stone buttons. And we'll fill in, let's grab some cyan concrete and the chiseled quartz blocks and the white concrete. We'll fill in the bathroom wall. And then our main wall here. And now it looks like this from this side. And like this from the bathroom side. So we just shifted it over 1 block. So now let's grab our dark oak wood stairs. I'm also going to grab some dark oak planks. And we're going to mark out where the staircase is going to be. So switch to your stairs. We want to be just like 1 block away from our door frame here. We'll place 2 stairs like that. So it's like right next to the door frame. We'll go up another layer. Switch to your dark oak planks. Place 4. Switch back to your dark oak wood stairs. We could place 2 going up towards the right direction now. And then go up the second layer, third layer, fourth layer. And then let's delete all of this light gray concrete. And then place another 2 extra stairs there. And then 2 more here, and this will be the main floor level. Let me grab my potion. So let's go ahead and count how many layers we went up. So we have 2 going up in this direction. And then we turn to the right, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And I was thinking of just having this as a solid wall right here. And then it'll cut off right here, right on the edge of our wall here where the door is. So it'll work out pretty good actually. So let's switch to the white concrete. I think I have an idea. So we have white concrete here and here. And now let's push it back and curve it in there. Okay. Now let's go up 1 block there. And then we'll go to the right, fill in 2. Another 3, and then 4, and then fill this in up into the ceiling, and then this entire back wall in. And I almost forgot we have to have our chiseled quartz block, so let's replace this layer with the chiseled quartz. Alright, and now we have to add 1 extra block of white concrete on top of all of this, so it's at the same layer as these stairs. Switch to some quartz stairs. And we're going to place them upside down on top of those blocks. So that's kind of like the railing. Yes, that looks really good. Okay, so now we have the staircase going up and curving in this direction. So now we have to delete an extra layer of light gray concrete here. And we'll probably leave that. Yeah, we'll leave that block. So now let's go up, place another stair. And then we'll place white concrete there. And then right there. And then we need another upside down stair and 1 more on the top layer. So we have to kind of make a place block. And that looks really good. Now let's carve out an extra 2 layers of light gray concrete to this side, right next to the side of our staircase going up. and we'll stop it there. Actually, you know what? No, let's go ahead and delete the extra 2 blocks here because we could curve a stair there. Okay, so it looks like that. Let's also delete this light gray concrete here, and that'll be replaced with white concrete right there. So let's switch to our quartz stairs, and we'll curve one like that, and then just wrap it all around, and we'll stop it right here, because this is going to be our wall going up, so we'll stop it there. And now it looks like this. So just a little opening where our staircase is. Yeah, this looks a lot better than what I had before. We had the staircase going up here, it was all open, and we didn't have enough space for the kitchen and stuff. So this is a lot better of a spot. We should still have enough space for a small living room and the kitchen and dining room. So that looks all good, and then we're going to have a wall going up here, which will divide our bedroom that we're going to have here, and we're going to have a hallway going over. We'll have another bedroom here, and then it'll have its own bathroom. So yeah, it should all work out. This might be a bit of a small bathroom or bedroom here. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm probably not going to use this space up here. There's a pretty decent amount of space actually, but I don't know where I would have the staircase going up. Alright, so now we have the staircase going up for the second floor, and we'll go ahead and start marking out all of the walls here on the second floor. And we are also going to be using that space over there, so we have to carve out a doorway once we get to that part. So let's get on to doing the layout for the second floor now. Okay, let's get on to doing the layout here for the second floor. So I have dark oak wood planks, white concrete, chiseled quartz blocks, and light gray concrete. So be sure to switch to your white concrete, and we'll start over here where the staircase is, lined up with these quartz stairs here. So we'll go ahead and add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers of white concrete like that. And now let's completely fill in this entire wall. But first, we have to add our pattern. So let's add 2 layers of white concrete. And then let's switch to our chiseled quartz block. And we'll add that right there. And then we'll switch to the light gray concrete and add a layer on top of that, switching it up a little bit from the first floor. And then the rest of it is going to be white concrete. So we have 4 layers of white concrete here at the top. And then we have a layer of light gray, a layer of chiseled quartz, and then the rest of it is white concrete going all the way down. Okay, now let's fill in this wall over here to the right next to this side of the staircase. So let's add 2 layers of white concrete. And then we have our window here. What we got to do is actually bring this over until we're lined up with the staircase. But that means we're going to be right on the edge of our big window here, which is okay. So let's go ahead and fill that in. So now, as you can see, we're lined up with the gray concrete here. So now let's switch to our chiseled quartz block, add a layer on top of that white concrete, switch to the light gray concrete and add a layer on that. So we are right on the edge of our window here. I normally don't do that, but because we have the staircase right here, we have to make sure we have a wall here in order for the staircase to be up against something. So yeah, it's gonna have to do. I normally don't do that, but it still works. You can easily still see out the window. The window actually isn't even covered up. It's just a little bit. I like to always have one space and then the window, but it's fine. So now let's switch back to the white concrete and add another 4 layers on top of that light gray. Okay, so now that entire wall is filled in. Now, let's head on over to this wall here, right on top of our quartz stairs. And we'll add a layer of white concrete, and then we'll curve it in. And then we will go ahead and switch to the quartz stair. Let's grab that and place 1 more next to it, because that's all still going to be open. And then back to your white concrete, or no, back to the chiseled quartz. Add a layer on top of that, and then a layer of light gray, and then 4 extra layers of white concrete. So now this entire wall is all filled in, looking good. Got the little opening here. is that this is going to be a hallway. We're going to head on over to the right. This will be a bedroom, and then this will be another bedroom with the bathroom. Let's go ahead. We have that marked out. Let's fill in our floors. So let's switch to the dark oak wood planks. First, let's actually fill in the rest of our walls, but I want to be on the quartz layer here. So let's switch to the chiseled quartz block and fill this in, and then back out like that, and fill this in. Wrap it all around. And keep in mind, we are going to have a doorway leading into a bathroom here, but for now, we'll completely cover it up. Wrap this around. So we're just following along our wall here, and then back to where we started. Okay, so now we have that chiseled quartz marked out. We'll go ahead and switch to the light gray concrete, add a layer on top of that. And I thought I was going to have the bottom layer of the wall white concrete like I normally would, not this chiseled quartz. I didn't realize that, but actually, you know what? It's going to look pretty good having the quartz as the bottom layer of the wall. So that'll be the layer that's kind of touching the floor. I think that should actually look really nice. I normally haven't done that before. It should still look good though. Now let's switch to the white concrete and add 4 layers on top of that light gray. And then we have all these walls filled in. We'll fill in our floors, fill in the ceilings. And then we just have a couple little wall dividers. We have to do the bathroom where that attic space is. And then we have the entire interior layout of the house done. And in part 5, we'll be doing all of the furnishings. Okay, I filled in. Yes, we got it all. We filled it all in. Looks good. Now let's switch to the dark oak planks, and we're going to start filling in the floors. Alright, I filled in the floors with the dark oak wood planks for this main area here. So there we go. Let's switch to the light gray concrete. We're going to go up 1 layer higher than the walls that we just filled in. And we're going to fill in our ceiling now. Okay, I just about got the ceiling all filled in. Just finishing up now. And then we have to mark out where our bathroom's going to be. So first, let's take a look. This is what everything's looking like so far. So yeah, we have to carve out a door here for the bathroom. So let's get on to doing that. Maybe carve out. Okay, so we'll carve out, or we'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the right, and then we'll carve out 2 spaces here. Alright, and then if we delete that, yeah, that's the outside, so we can't delete that. So that means we can't have the corners on this side. We can still have it on this side though. Okay, so I carved out, oh, that's too high. I carved out just 1 layer on this side. And then let's fill this in, these extra 4 blocks with dark oak wood planks. And then switch to some pillar quartz blocks. And we also need stone buttons. So you can switch to the pillar quartz. We'll place 3 on each side. The 4th block, the corner block, and then 2 sideways blocks, and then stone buttons. Now let's go from this side. We'll carve out 3. And then we'll just fill it in with the pillar quartz. And then 2 sideways blocks. So it looks like the corners are just cut off right there. Alright, and now let's delete this white concrete here. And this is going to be a bathroom, so we'll switch to some chiseled quartz blocks. And we'll fill all of this in. Up until, actually right there, we'll stop it. And then for this side, it'll be brought all the way over. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll fill all of this in. We'll stop it there. We don't need to fill that in. Wrap it around. And back to where we started. Then fill in all the space in the middle. Now you can switch to your white concrete. We'll fill in this wall over here. So starting at that layer, bring it straight over from one side to the other. Switch to your chiseled quartz blocks, add a strip like that. Back to your white concrete and fill in the remaining space. Head on over here to the left. On this layer, we'll add a layer of the white concrete. On top of that, a layer of chiseled quartz. So it's just 2 blocks in height. And then on this side, we'll go ahead and have, on this side, we'll have 2 layers as well. And then we'll just curve it in towards the window like that. We'll fill that in. Go here, 2 layers going out, wrap it around, back in. Then a layer of the chiseled quartz. And yeah, this should be actually like a really good sized bathroom. Switch to your quartz stairs. Place them upside down in between the space where the windows are. And then here on this layer, actually on this layer as well, we're going to switch to some full blocks of quartz. So let's just grab that. And we have to fill in 2 blocks of quartz there. And then 2 more above that. And then all this is just going to be quartz stairs. So you have to do that here as well. So right above our window, 2 layers. Above that, another 2, and then a stair. And then a stair there. Okay, all that's filled in. On this side, just simply 2 layers of quartz stairs to cover up all of that wood for the roof. And there we go. We have the bathroom all filled in and done. So it looks all good. Now, let's go ahead and start dividing our rooms here. So we're gonna have, it looks like we're just gonna have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms for this entire house. So let's switch to the chiseled quartz block. We're gonna be 1 space to the left of this window here. So we're gonna skip over the 1 space, and we're gonna start here, leaving 2 spaces here on the edge. Then we'll bring the quartz up until we're lined up with that wall there. And now on top of that, add a layer of the light gray concrete. And then another 4 layers of white concrete. Alright, if that looks good. Now, here we're going to have a doorway leading into this bedroom. And let's see, we have 2 spaces. Oh no, we have 3 spaces here. This is going to be a pretty good sized bed that we're going to be able to have here. So that should work out good. Alright, and then we're going to have another bedroom here. I guess this will be the master bedroom. It's really big. And then it has its own bathroom. Okay, so that means let's switch to our pillar quartz block. Let's start shaping out this doorway. So 3 on each side. The 4th block, the corner block. 2 sideways blocks. And then we have 2 layers of white concrete on top of this. And I just noticed this window. You know what? That'll be fine. Okay, I was thinking of adding another layer here and then covering up the top so it all matches. Should we just do that? I think we'll do that. So let's add another block of chiseled quartz here in the corner, then light gray, then white concrete, and straight to the other side. And then, you know what? Let's also bring this out. And there we go. You know what? We actually just fixed that window. That window problem that we had is completely fixed now. It looks like nothing ever happened. And this is all done. Okay, and now let's have the wall divider here. And I actually didn't even realize the windows were right there, and it's actually just working out perfectly. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so we have our chiseled quartz block. We'll have 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's go ahead and move it over to the left one. So we have 1 there and 2 there. And then a layer of light gray concrete, 4 layers of white concrete. And then our door, 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4th block is going to be our corner block. Then 2 sideways blocks, 2 layers of white concrete, and the stone buttons. And now we have the entire layout of the house done. So everything's marked out where it should be. So let's just take a quick little look at exactly what we did. So we walk in. Let me get rid of all of that. Okay. We walk in through the front door, and we have our staircase going up. Right here to the left is just like a little hallway guest bathroom. Over here will be the living room area, and then the kitchen and dining room. And then we head on over here. This is the garage area. And then we head up to the second floor. We got a hallway. To the right, we have the first bedroom. We also have the second bedroom. And then a bathroom. And that is everything we did. So now all we have left to do are the interior furnishings, and then the build is done. So that's going to be it for part 4 for this tutorial on how to build a suburban house. If it helped you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 5, as that'll most likely be the final part. Later.